You're tuned in to Inside Lowell. Inside Lowell podcast brought to you in part by Washington Savings Bank, serving the greater Lowell community for over 130 years. Make the switch now to Washington Savings Bank. Unicare, offering a variety of plans for people insured under the GIC. At Unicare, your health is their top priority. Reverie 73, Lowell's #1 cannabis shop. Elevate your cannabis experience at Reverie 73. Hafner's, heating and cooling homes and businesses for nearly a century. Become a part of the Hafner's family. It kicks. Boston North Company, offering a wide variety of business solutions to help restaurant and retail clients save money. Boston North. And by Mahoney Oil Company, providing warmth and protection to families in Greater Lowell and Southern New Hampshire since 1925. That's Mahoney Oil. And now, time for another Inside Lowell podcast. Inside Lowell. If Lowell is your home, this is your place.
Buongiorno and welcome to Grapefully Yours Wine podcast, coming to you from the beautiful downtown studio of InsideLowell.com in the beautiful destination city of Lowell. I'm Jim Campanini. I'm the co-host of your show, and my partner here is the wine butler, Mike Pigeon. Mike, how you doing?
So far so good. It's early, but I'm doing okay.
You want another $5 from me, huh? And the Patriots and stuff.
It's a win-win situation. I know a lose gives me a win. So.
And you're complaining why I can't bring in more high-priced wines, $100 wines, because I keep giving you $5 every week.
Can't afford those wines anymore. I know it.
Unbelievable. Oh. Well, today kicks off our series. You know, we're leading up to Thanksgiving, and you know, what a good wines to have for your Thanksgiving dinner with all the trimmings, whether you have turkey or ham and stuff. So we're turning to France today, and I've got some really intriguing. This first wine to start it off is a 100% Cabernet Franc. Now, most people don't think about that, Mike, for Thanksgiving, but it is in Bordeaux. Cabernet Franc is one of the principal grapes for Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Petit Verdot, and but this comes from a special area, okay, in France, and it's reasonably priced. Matter of fact, I found this for $19.99 at a local store, and if you go online to try to find it, okay, on eBay, it's selling for $37 a bottle. Now, I did find it, the best other price was at the Saratoga Wine Exchange in New York for $22 a bottle. But you have to order at least 6 bottles.
And shipping.
And you have to wait. You have to wait for them to get it first from the distributor, and then, you know, and then you'll get your bottles. But yes, you have to buy at least 6 bottles, pay for the shipping. I don't think you'll get it for Thanksgiving, you know. But this is from a region that is known for its white wines, the Loire Valley. Okay, the Loire Valley stretches from central France all the way to the Atlantic coast. And it follows the Loire River all the way through. It's 634 miles long, it stretches, that Loire River. It's some of the most beautiful pastoral land in all of Europe. In fact, the region where this comes from, Chinon, okay, is almost like an aberration. It's one of the few appellations which is known for red wine. All the rest is white, but it's known for its Cabernet Franc. Now, and in 2000, UNESCO named this part of the Loire, it's called the Middle Loire, where Chinon is, Samura is a little higher than it, a World Heritage Site, because it called it it's such a beautiful thing. 300 castles and chateaux, elaborate gardens, but that beautiful pastoral setting. Are you intrigued?
300 castles.
Yeah, chateau, beautiful. Now, I've never been to the Loire Valley. I would love to go. I know people who have. I've been to Bordeaux and the little tip of Burgundy and stuff. But you see the photos of it, you see movies, pictures of Loire Valley. It's just stunning, the beauty of it all. And just think, among all this, the banks. So the vineyards slope on each sides of the Loire River. They go right down to the the banks. Yeah. Okay, and this is the this vineyard. Okay, Charles Joguet. Okay, he started his vineyard in 1957. He bought acres on each side of the bank. Okay, so he's got the facing slopes, and the big thing is it's on clay and limestone soils, which create that beautiful minerality.
Good for the roots, the vine roots. Yeah.
So have you ever tried Cabernet Franc before?
As an additive to other wines, but never. You said this is 100% Cabernet Franc. I've never done. No, never.
Yeah.
No.
So Cabernet Franc in Bordeaux, is usually a nice, robust. Could be it could be full bodied. Mostly it's medium to full bodied. Very, very, very ripe and black cherry color almost. And it's a little more robust than in Chinon. Chinon, okay, is a cooler climate because it's right near the river. It's got those moderating influences. Plus, it's further north than Bordeaux. It could get cold in Bordeaux on the river banks and stuff. But this is like a little further north. Northeast and stuff. So they do a different style there. They still make it an elegant style, but it's a little lighter bodied. Okay, which I think we're going to find with this. All right. So, but it comes from a beautiful area. And let me tell you a little about Joguet. He was a sculptor and an artist, painter of quite renown, and he was native to Chinon. And he loved Burgundy wines. So when this land became available, he bought it. He wanted to be a winemaker. Well, he loved winemaking, but he wasn't, you know how painters are and artists, there wasn't much of an organizer. And he held on for as long as he could, producing small lots of wine. But he was a genius at developing parcels. See, in we call vineyards, we give them acreages and blocks here. He had about 65 acres over 5 different vineyards, you call them. But he created the parcel system, put Cabernet Franc, Chenin Blanc, and then he identified where the best ones were. And he made all these parcels. We say, single vineyard wines are better than, all these cuvées. Well, he actually put it down to single parcel wines. So he knew the exact spots. And to this day, the new family that bought the land in 1997 turned it all organic, and they were real farmers. They've really developed it even more to create those parcels better. So he set the foundation, but this new family that's taken over since 1997 has really taken off. Most of their single, we'll call them vineyard wines, go between 94, 95 points. They go to between $60 and $80. This is the Cuvée, the entry level Cabernet Franc. Like I said, costs $20. And what they do here is they got one parcel that they use strictly for the Cabernet Franc, and then a Cuvée is assembly of different grapes. So then they take grapes from all the other little parcels, okay, or sources around the area. They combine them, okay, ferment them. This ages for 18 months. They work on the blend, and then they bottle it. Okay, so it's the entry level. It's got pretty good reviews, but if you're considering something different for Thanksgiving, Chinon is a celebrated place, and we're going to try it. You tell me if it's going to go with your turkey. You think? You might consider it.
We're
So
having flamingo this year.
yeah, smell it though. It's got a beautiful bouquet.
Yeah.
Fragrant. Got a beautiful, look at the nice and ripe color. This is a 2020, I believe, right? 2020. It's called Cuvée Torah. Cuvée means an assemblage, of different types. So it's just not one single vineyard parcel. It's a combination of several.
Something almost like a Pinot Noir. It's not a full-bodied red wine. Very, it would go excellent with any, turkey. It'd be great. Stuffing and squash,
Lighter than
like a Pinot Noir.
than other Cabernet Francs I've had, but very easy drinking. And I mean, it's got a lot of dark, ripe blackberry fruit, more than cherry.
When it gets to the back of your mouth, it hits you with a tingle like ooh.
Some nice spices, delicate spices there. And it's dry. It finishes very, very dry.
Yep.
Yeah.
I give it passing grade, that's for sure.
Yeah. It would definitely, I think it would definitely go with all your, accompaniments with your turkey dinner. I think this would go really good with both white and the dark. I like dark turkey.
And you can get this locally for $20.
Get this for $20 locally. Yeah, and there might be about a case or two of it, but
it's interesting wine. It's a little different than
different taste.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for something, a lot of people buy Cabernets. They're going to spend $50-$60 for a bottle.
Yeah.
And this has an interesting taste, I think, that would go with a lot of the, the yams, the sweet potato, the peas.
Because when you go over to a family's house for Thanksgiving, it's the same foods that you had the year before, always good. But you bring a different wine, and it gives a little more different feeling to it. Like
this wine grows on you.
Yeah.
It's got those nice black fruits, and it's
you go back for another sip,
it's got that nice.
It's interesting,
The tannins are reserved, but it's got that almost that chalkiness, minerality, which is so representative of those limestone soils in the Loire Valley, Champagne, Bordeaux, in France. So definitely interesting. For $19.99, I'm going to tell you where I bought it. The New Market Basket Wine and Spirits store. Okay, so it's got a nice open style, and I think it would go very, very well with your Thanksgiving. You should pick up a bottle and try it. Try it with friends. But Chinon is known for, like I said, it stands out because out of all this, the Loire Valley, which is known for Chenin Blanc, Sancerre, it's white wine.
Sweeter, yeah.
This place right in the middle of the Loire Valley is big for rosé, in its red Cabernet Franc. Stands out, and then they also do Chenin Blanc. So this is Charles Joguet, and if not the wine, maybe you can find a painting for under $1 million that he's done. So give that a shot. And it's all organic. Everything is organically farmed now at that Joguet estate. So it's pretty good. All right, so let's put this down. Now this second wine we're not gonna open it, but we're gonna talk about it because you mentioned Pinot Noir. You want to dump that?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna keep tasting the wine.
Let's go.
Okay. So this I'm intrigued. We were intrigued with this. Mike and I, about 5 or 6 years ago, we met Veronique Drouhin. She was the daughter of Joseph Drouhin from France, Burgundy, France, because she was at a seminar we went to at
The winery.
the winery, and because they were opening up their winery in Oregon. They bought land in Oregon about 10 years ago, and the father basically let the daughter Veronique pick out, the place in the Dundee Hills, in Oregon. Everybody was looking at Willamette Valley. She found the spot. She says, Dad, this, the elevation and everything, cool climate and stuff. And Dad plunked down the money, and then she became the head of the whole operation. Now, Joseph Drouhin Wineries, they have extensive holdings in Burgundy and throughout France, but they're known for their Pinot Noir. And now they've really become good neighbors in Oregon, but they have like 5 different enterprises in Oregon, 5 different bottlings. But this is their entry level. You can hold that bottle from France in Burgundy, and it's from Beaune, Beaune, which is the capital, I would say, of Burgundy, in where some of the best Pinot Noir wines come from. This is an area, once again, the soils, sandy gravel, but known for its limestone and chalkiness, which gives all these wines a distinctive quality, different from other Pinot Noirs throughout the world. And we've had Drouhin wines before, but I couldn't believe that this was selling for $19.99. It always scores around 90 points, in Wine Spectre, Wine Enthusiast, 90 points, 92 points and stuff. So I'm saving this one, okay, because I'm going to try this with a little lamb. Mary Lee's going to make some this weekend, and we're going to try this. I'll give you my report next week. Maybe you'll come by for a glass and stuff. But I said, I know Wine Connection carries, and Andover carries the Joseph Drouhin wines, and they even have them from Oregon, which are a treat. Because if you got one from France and then one from Oregon and compare, the ones from Oregon, a little more fruity, not as mineral,
So it's not because of the terroir over there. It's because of
different terroir.
Yeah,
Oregon.
yeah.
They don't have the limestone soils, but they have the gravel, the
so it's
volcanic.
more fruitier over in France.
Fruity, exactly. But the structure, is still there in the balance. The Drouhin style, and elegant, pure. The Pinot Noir fruit is always pure. I don't think you can ever can complain about that. And it's dry. Once again, Pinot Noir is a great wine for Thanksgiving, whether you buy American Pinot Noirs, which make some great ones in both California and Oregon. They're even making them good Pinot Noirs in other sections of the country. But Joseph Drouhin is a recognized name. You can't go wrong. But I'll tell you next week what we thought about it. But I thought for $19.99, it's selling under its under its real value. So and this is a 2020. It says Bourgogne, which is Burgundy, on the label. Okay.
So that means Burgundy?
That's Burgundy, yes, Bourgogne. And it has the same thing, it's Pinot Noir. So when you see that, it's Pinot Noir because it's representative of the region. Burgundy, Pinot Noir.
See, I wouldn't know that. You say you know it, but I wouldn't know it.
Oh, yeah,
It doesn't say Pinot Noir on there. It just
No.
says...
But Burgundy, that is the name for Pinot Noir. You won't even find Pinot Noir on the back label, but it's 100% Pinot Noir, okay? You got to take my classes, my Pinot Noir classes. So.
Why don't they just call it Burgundy? I thought it was just called it Burgundy, but there's a
Well, that's the French name,
Really?
and now with the new, and they're using this with the European Union and the new things that they're going back to their native, their native voice, so to speak.
Learn
But,
something every day.
yes, you do. So, okay, so what are we gonna do with the Patriots this week? Who are they playing?
Washington, the Commanders.
Oh, they're playing at home.
No more Redskins. It's the Commanders.
The Commanders, okay, and I'm taking the Patriots, right? And you're gonna take the Commanders. I'm due for a win. You know.
The Patriots are due for a win.
Yeah. So
I said at the beginning of the year, no more than 4 games in the win column.
Yeah,
And I'm sticking by it.
I know, and you've been spot on. Okay, so remember, Loire Valley, Chinon, Cabernet Franc, and that was what was his name? Joguet, Charles Joguet, and Jouguet. Okay, Charles Joguet. All right. So until next week, we wish you the best, right?
Us and the Patriots. Yeah, right.
And may the wine
be with
be
you.
with you.
All empty.
Well, I had a little.